The Queen's Silent Oath. An African fantasy folktale, told by a Tessyinspire fantasy tale. I have seen many things in my life, but nothing haunts me like what happened in the kingdom of Nuoma. That night, the queen did not speak a single word, yet her silence destroyed a man, a throne, and a whole bloodline. They call it the Queen's Silent Oath. And I, Okochukwu, was there when it began. I was a palace guard, young and full of pride. Serving under King Jidera felt like a blessing. The man was brave, just, and respected across lands. But as I came to learn, power has a way of changing hearts, and envy walks freely among royal walls. The queen, her name was Amora, a woman of quiet grace. She wasn't loud or boastful, but her eyes spoke of strength. Everyone loved her, especially the people. She would walk barefoot in the village, feed orphans, and listen to the cries of widows. The king adored her. But some men in the palace did not. Especially Chief Dangana, the king's most trusted advisor. It started with whispers. Dangana said the queen was too kind, too close to the commoners. He said she was weakening the king's image, that she might even be plotting with outsiders. And just like that, rumors grew like weeds. At first, the king ignored them. But one night, after returning from a long journey, he found Amora talking quietly with a foreign messenger. The man was from a rival land, and though the queen was innocent, her silence became her news. That night, I stood guard outside the royal hall. Voices rose inside. The king's heavy with anger. Then silence. When the queen stepped out, her face was pale, her eyes swollen from tears. She walked past me, slowly. I bowed, but she didn't even see me. Later that night, the king ordered her confined, said she must not leave the palace. He told everyone she had betrayed him. He didn't show proof, but who would question a king? Chief Dangana smiled that night. And I swear the torches in the hall flickered like they too were ashamed. Days turned into weeks. No one saw the queen again. The king stopped eating, his anger became sickness. Then one dawn, we heard a scream from the royal chambers. By the time I rushed in, the king was dead, his cup of wine spilled beside him. Poison. The guards ran to find the queen. Her door was open, her room empty. Only a single piece of parchment lay on her bed. I picked it up. It read only 5 words. My silence will speak louder. That day, Chief Dangana took over the council. He claimed the queen had killed the king and fled. Her name was erased from songs and stories. Her statues removed. But I didn't believe it. Because 2 days later, a strange wind blew through the palace carrying the faint smell of the queen's perfume. And then, people started dying. The first was Dongana's servant, found lifeless near the river. No wound, no poison, no struggle. Just gone. Then, the palace cook. Then one of the guards who had spread lies about the queen. All gone within weeks. Each death came with a single white lily laid beside the body, the queen's favorite flower. Fear gripped us all. We whispered that Amora had returned. I couldn't sleep. Every night I heard footsteps in the corridor, soft, steady, like a woman's. Once, I saw her shadow on the wall. I swear I did. But when I turned, nothing. One evening, as I guarded the courtyard, a soft voice called my name. It was her. Queen Amora stood before me, pale, beautiful, wrapped in a white cloth. She didn't look like a ghost. She looked alive, but changed. Okochukwu, she said softly. Do you believe I killed the king? I shook my head. Tears filled her eyes. They took everything from me, my love, my child, my name. But they forgot one thing. Her voice broke. They forgot a woman's pain never sleeps. She told me the truth. It was Chief Dangana who poisoned the king, not her. He had planned to take the throne by marrying his daughter to the prince. But Amora's silence was her weapon. She didn't shout. She didn't beg. She had waited, watched, planned. And that very night, her revenge would be complete. I begged her to leave vengeance to the gods. She smiled faintly and said, The gods gave me silence for a reason. It hides thunder. Then she vanished into the mist. That night, thunder rolled without rain. The palace lights flickered. We heard screams from Dongona's quarters. When we got there, he was lying on the floor, foam in his mouth, eyes wide open. Beside him, a single white lily. On the wall, written in wine, were the same words she left before. My silence will speak louder. No one saw her again. The council said she ran away, or maybe took her own life. But the villagers believed differently. Every year, on the king's death anniversary, white lilies bloom all over the palace ground, even where no one planted them. People say it's the queen's spirit keeping her oath, watching, waiting, and reminding everyone that justice has no crown, only patience. I am old now, and when I tell this story, people still shiver. Not because it's scary, but because it reminds us of what pain can do when it's silent. The queen didn't raise an army. She didn't spill innocent blood. She let her silence and truth destroy her enemies. So when you hear the wind whisper in the night, remember her words. My silence will speak louder. Because sometimes, the loudest revenge is peace that refuses to forget. Every tale leaves a mark on the heart. If this one touched yours, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.